welcome to INTC 2020. This is Elias Ladd for Lab 16, creating and managing group policies. For Lab 16, we're going to be using Workstation A to create a new GPO and link it to the domain with the following settings applied: account lockout threshold of 3 attempts, account lockout duration 2 minutes, reset account lockout counter after 2 minutes, enables object access for success. And for the marketing group, we can deny logging on locally, and then we're going to enable interactive login. Do not display last username. Next, for Lab 16, we're going to create a folder share, add a text document with some data in it, set up auditing for the text document to read success. And we're going to log in as John Wayne and access the text document in the folder share. We're going to show that the security event was logged in the security log. Then we'll verify that each individual group policy setting is working accordingly. To begin with Lab 16, we're going to create a new GPO and link it to the domain. So first thing we're going to do is go down to Server Manager, Tools, Group Policy Management. Then we're going to open this up. Then in class 2020, we're going to create GPO in this domain. Let's name it GPO. Then leave that done. Alright, and there we go. Let's expand this. Then GPO, we're going to click on that. Okay, so we're going to click on that. Edit. And let's go break this down real quick. From this, computer configurations, policy, Windows settings, security settings. And let's just drag this over real quick. What we're going to look for is account policy. And then let's go over here, and here's the 3 things we want to look at. Okay, password policy, account lockout policy, and then Kerberos policy. So let's go to account lockout first. Let's see, let's minimize this a bit more. Account lockout duration, account lockout threshold, and then reset account lockout counter after. So let's set the account lockout duration to 2 minutes. So we define our policy. Account lockout threshold, let's set it to 3 attempts. And then let's already set 2 minutes. Cool. Alright, so let's go back to security settings, and let's at audit policy, and then audit objects access. Settings, and then audit success attempts. Perfect. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is go back to security settings. I guess we're going to go back to local policies, and then security options, and then go to interactive login. Do not display last username. Properties, enable, apply. Okay, so then let's go to the next one. Yeah, it would be under this one. Okay, so let's find it. Now I log on as locally. properties. And add user groups. Let's hit browse and then mark it. Boom. Class 2020 marking. Apply. Okay. Then let's move the GPO to the top of the link order so it's processed. So let's scroll this up. Okay. Let's just close this entire window. There we go. Alright. Class 2020 lead group objects. Let's make this link up. Boom. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and refresh the policies real quick. Command prompt and then GP update force. Okay, let's go over to service C after it updates. Okay, command prompt, same command, GP update force. Now let's go ahead and create our folder share. So let's open up File Explorer, go to C, and then under here let's make a new folder. Same folder share, excuse me. Okay, and then create create a text document, some data in it. So 1, 2, 3, and the data 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's go to the properties of this text document and securities, and let's do advanced and auditing. Actually, add select principal. Let's type everyone. And then take away the execute permission because you don't want that when we're playing with group policy. If we make a folder share for certain groups. Okay. So back to C. And then under folder share, let's go to properties. And then the sharing, share, let's type everyone. And let's do the read and write permission. Share. Done. And let's close it. Close it. Let's head over to Workstation A. And we'll log in as John Wayne. And then we'll try to access that shared folder we just made and see if we can play with the text document inside or not. So I'm logged in as John Wayne on Workstation A, and let's go ahead and try to access that shared folder. Let's do server C. There it is. Alright. And then we're able to open it up and view it and see if we can actually edit it. Let's try that out. Cool. Okay. Let's go see if it logged in security. It logged in the security event handler. So okay. Tools, event viewer, and let's log security. actually nothing. Okay, this is really annoying. See this tiny little box. It's gonna drive me nuts. Well. One, it's right here actually, the very top. On SSS, the intent was made to access an object. Over here it says network shared object was checked to see whether the client can be granted desired access. Look down here, see what's on server C using John Wayne in the folder share. And then look right here, folder share 1, 2, 3. So it did show up in the security log in the event viewer. Let's move on to the next step. So what we want to do here is log off of John Wayne. Sign out. And then we're going to attempt to log back on to Workstation A using the wrong password. Alright, well, as you can see, the previous username didn't appear. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this real quick. So 1, 2, 3, and we are now locked out. Reference account is currently locked out and may not be logged into. So what we want to do here is go over to server DC now, and we're going to see if our account is actually locked or not. So we only have 2 minutes to see this. So let's go to Server Manager. Tools. And I think we'd be under expected usage of computers to see if it's locked out or not. Let's go John Wayne. And properties. There it is. Unblock account. This account is currently logged out on this Active Directory domain controller. So that pretty much says it is now blocked out until 2 minutes are up. And if you wanted to, you can just administratively unlock this account by obviously checking it and applying. But we're gonna wait it out. So let's go ahead and do that. So let's log off this account. Actually, we should have just done it this way. Oh well. Alright, so let's go over to John Wayne and let's try to log in and see if the account is now unlocked after 2 minutes. And it worked. Cool. Okay, so let's get log back off of this. And just to clarify that the settings we configured for the group policy, which was the last person to log on, does not display the username that was working. So the last username that was logged in with is not displayed, so that setting is in fact working. So let's go ahead and attempt to log in as Bill Smith real quick, and let's type out password for him, and it says the sign-in method you're trying to use isn't allowed. Contact your network administrator. As a recap for Lab 16, on Workstation A we created a GPO that had the following settings. We did account logout threshold of 3 attempts, account logout duration of 2 minutes, we reset the account logout counter after 2 minutes, enable object access for success. For the marketing group, we deny logging on locally, And the last setting we did is enable interactive login, where it doesn't display the last username logged in. Then we create a folder share, we add a text document, some data in it, and set up auditing for the text document to read success. We logged in as John Wayne, access the text document in the folder share, and we showed that the security event was logged in the security log. We verify that each individual group policy setting is working accordingly afterwards.